This is Section 1 of Extract from Captain Stormfield's Visit to Heaven by Mark Twain. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, visit LibriVox.org. Extract from Captain Stormfield's Visit to Heaven by Mark Twain, Chapter 1.
Well, when I had been dead about 30 years, I began to get a little anxious. Mind you, I had been whizzing through space all that time like a comet. Like a comet! Why, Peters, I laid over the lot of them. Of course, there weren't any of them going my way as a steady thing, because they travel in a long circle like the loop of a lasso, whereas I was pointed as straight as a dart for the hereafter. But I happened on one every now and then that was going my way for an hour or so, and then we had a bit of a brush together. But it was generally pretty one-sided, because I sailed by them the same as if they were standing still. An ordinary comet don't make more than about 200,000 miles a minute. Of course, when I came across one of that sort, like Encke's and Halley's comets, for instance, it weren't anything but just a flash and a vanish, you see. You couldn't rightly call it a race. It was as if the comet was a gravel train and I was a telegraph dispatch. But after I got outside of our astronomical system, I used to flush a comet occasionally that was something like. We haven't got any such comets. Ours don't begin. One night I was swinging along at a good round gait, everything taut and trim, and the wind in my favor. I judged I was going about 1,000,000 miles a minute. It might have been more. It couldn't have been less, when I flushed a most uncommonly big one about 3 points off my starboard bow. By his stern lights, I judged he was bearing about northeast and by north half-east. Well, it was so near my course that I wouldn't throw away the chance, so I fell off a point, steadied my helm, and went for him. You should have heard me whiz, and seen the electric fur fly. In about a minute and a half I was fringed out with an electrical nimbus that flamed around for miles and miles, and lit up all space like broad day. The comet was burning blue in the distance, like a sickly torch, when I first sighted him, but he begun to grow bigger and bigger as I crept up on him. I slipped up on him so fast that when I had gone about 150 million miles I was close enough to be swallowed up in the phosphorescent glory of his wake, and I couldn't see anything for the glare. Thinks I, it won't do to run into him, so I shunted to one side and tore along. By and by I closed up abreast of his tail. Do you know what it was like? It was like a gnat closing up on the continent of America. I forged along. By and by I had sailed along his coast.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?